What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. As always, it's Kevster and I'm glad to have you guys here. So about a few months back, LASFIT did send me out their new all-weather mats for these 10th gen Civics to review, put in my car, give my first impressions, and just make a video on. So if you do want to see that first initial video, it'll be up here in one of these corners. This video is going to be a 3-month update on how these have held up and how I like them. So stay tuned. So here is the driver's side floor mat. I had to leave it a little dirty just to let you guys know that yes, I have had them for quite some time. They were a little dirtier not too long ago, but I did hose them down and I should have recorded that. So since I've had these, I've only cleaned them once, and that was just by hosing it down, spraying down some all-purpose cleaner, and that was about it. Let it sit out and dry and you're pretty much good to go. So since then, this is what it's kind of accumulated in terms of like dust, debris, crumbs, leaves, whatever you name it. What I had intended on doing was bringing my Oem Mats and show you guys how they look side by side compared to, like, you know, the LASFIT ones, but I failed. I only had my Oem rears in the back of the car. So this is how the rears look with the LASFIT mats. And of course here are the rear Oem mats that I'm sure many of you still have, and this is how they look right next to the LASFIT ones. A nice upgrade if you ask me. And I'd have to say my favorite thing about these mats is just how well it's made. Aside from being so rugged and looking so good, just look at how well they're made. This right here sits really high up so it hugs this hump really well. And just look at that fitment. Like, come on, so precise. That hugs the driver's seat rail so good. All right, y'all, hear me out now. I know we've all had this passenger in our car before. Right, you ever wonder why your rear mat ends up under your seat? It's because of that. Or they're stretching out their legs and they push the mat under your seat. With this, because of how well these are scanned and fitted, they're not gonna go anywhere. They're staying put, so fitment on point. All right, guys, so LASFIT did want me to address this question. So I guess typically with aftermarket mats, they do tend to curl up after a few months or whatever. Luckily, I'm happy to report that I haven't had the issue. So let's look at it here. No curling whatsoever. Still very straight, fitting the interior very, very well. Really well made. Again, I can't stress that enough. All right, so my battery died, so I had to rush home and charge it up and finish the video off this way. So just to kind of end the video, LASFIT did ask me a series of questions to answer, just so you guys get a better understanding of my experience with these mats the past 3 months. So first off being, we know that some floor mats in the market may curl up after a few months. So I'm happy to report that my mats haven't been curling at all. They're still straight, still the way they are when I first got them. So I'm happy to say that. Secondly, are the mats easy to clean? So in my case, I just spray them down with all-purpose cleaner, let it sit for a bit just to loosen up the dirt and grime and whatever has been accumulated on the mats, you know, for X amount of time. After that, I just hose it down, rinsed it off, and just let it sit out in the sun, let it dry up, and that's about it. Super easy. And third question, do the mats cover well? I love how well these are made. They have a really high sidewall, if you do want to call that, if it's appropriate to call that. So they hug any corner or edge of your interior just fine, perfectly. So I'd say they have really good coverage. The last question is a 2-part question. How does it help you in your car, and what is your true experience with them in the past 4 months? So I'd say they're a great value. They protect your vehicle and they do give it an upgraded look, at least, you know, in the floor area. If you have made it this far, I do want to thank you for staying tuned in, and I hope this video helped you in deciding if these are a good purchase for you and your vehicle. So not only do they make these for the 10th gen Civics, they do also make it for other major car brands. So I'll go ahead and link down LASFIT's website down below. That way you can check it out for yourself. And with that being said, I do also want to give you guys a discount code that you can utilize right over here and save yourself some money for the upcoming holidays or what have you. So with that being said, my name is Kevster. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.